Hoy tenemos el gusto y el placer de que nos acompañe Olli-Pekka Laine, bajista de AMORPHIS, y ahora presenta su nuevo proyecto Octoploid. Terve, Olli. Welcome to Rompiendo el Sonido. It's for us a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us today. How are you?
Hi, Koromoto, it's good to be here. Thank you for the invite. I'm doing all right. It's summertime in Helsinki, so at least for a while. It's raining, but still, it's the weather is pretty nice overall, so no complaints.
Okay, that's great. Octoploid is the name of your new project. Tell us a bit, how was it born? This baby is pretty young. It's only a 2-year-old project. What sounds, what music did you want to explore, and why Octoploid?
Well, it's a kind of an old idea. It's all through the band, and the realization is pretty fresh, but still, it's been cooking in my head for, say, a couple of decades already, that I'd like to do something on my own someday. Now that my 50th anniversary was creeping nearer, I thought like, okay, it's now or never. I have to do it now, or then I won't do it at all. So I just decided to stick to it, and asked Mikko Pietinen, an old friend of mine, a great drummer. I asked him to if he'd like to join me for this project to play drums, and he agreed. And then we started to just lay down the basic tracks, even though we didn't know if it's going to be released or not. We just kind of started to make an album, and or say like demo tracks or so forth. But still, we weren't exactly sure how it's going to end up, and we didn't know that who's going to be playing on the album or singing on the album. But I had some kind of idea of how it should sound like, and I had like, say, 8 or 9 demos of the songs, which all ended up to be in the studio session, and it just happened little by little, not entirely accidentally, but still, it's. I wasn't aiming to have a major label or any kind of I didn't have any kind of career in my head, but still, I'm happy how it ended up, and looking forward to how it's going to be received. So let's see, and cross the fingers.
Yes, indeed. I think it's a fantastic album. It has prog vibe, apart from whatever the rest defined inside the genre of the death metal. But to me, it was really a surprise, to hear all those sounds and music. I love prog rock. Can you tell us a bit about the influences? Because I hear maybe some Italian prog or some sounds that come really from the beginnings of prog music. What can you tell us about it?
Well, you can try to. I've been listening to Goblin, for example, Italian prog band, and of course there are like any Morricone vibes every here and then, kind of Italo-Western stuff, and but still it was kind of unfiltered outpour of music from myself. I didn't think of which kind of album I would like to do. I just let it kind of write itself, and I did all the arrangements in a fashion that because now I didn't have to think of any kind of framework. Okay, now I'm doing this song for AMORPHIS, so I'm going to do it for Barren Earth or whatever. I just can do whatever I like to, and whatever I think sounds good in my own opinion, and it can be as rambling as possible, and it could have all the influences I've ever had from any kind of music. So basically, I listen to lots of prog prog rock and from the 70s especially, and also 90s death metal and some really psychedelic stuff from the 90s and currently as well. There are great bands like Hydria Space Folk and Orasi Patsutsu from Finland, and well, then there was is a band called Ostrich Tentacles, which I kind of dig, and Monster Magnet, the early days especially, and also lots of Finnish prog rock, Kingston Wall, Wigwam, and Beer Punk, and so forth. So all those elements combined to metal music and death metal in general, bands like Morbid Angel and Bolt Rover and Autopsy have inspired me pretty much. So I just decided to do kind of mashup from every influence I've ever had. Yeah.
Okay. Well, from my own ears and from a couple of reviews I've read, like all this combination has been welcomed by people who have trained ears, because probably if you're only used to listen to death metal or AMORPHIS, whatever, you may find it awkward. But to me, like sounds, let me check this, somewhere mentioned there's a psycho-progressive in Shattered Wings that goes into the sound of a bossa nova with a brilliant guitar solo. Is that really a bossa nova? Because I also heard like Spanish guitar in some songs, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's when I was a kid, we listened to lots of old Finnish Slager music, like Olavi Virta. He was a great Finnish vocalist back then. He sang tango and whatever, and he was a big deal for me when I was like little kid. So and I kind of like Finnish Slager music nowadays as well, which is often very often borrowed from Italian Slager music. It's kind of they are like translated to Finnish language, and I don't even know the names of the original songs, but still Finnish producers used to copy Italian Schlager music and put Finnish lyrics on top of it, and it was kind of a big deal in Finland until 80s or something. So that's something which kind of stuck to me back in the days, and it's kind of hard to get rid of it, those influences. And now that I'm like free to express myself freely, so I can bring those influences out as well. Naturally, we've used them in AMORPHIS already, like back in Tales from the Thousand Lakes. There are like Finnish Slager melodies influenced songs. But yeah, I don't think AMORPHIS is doing that much that stuff nowadays anymore. But I kind of want to move to that way at this point. So yeah, that's how it is, and yeah, it's kind of a fun thing for me to try to explore the original sounds of those Slager songs with guitar and so forth, like to have like totally clean Fender Stratocaster with reverb and yeah, to do it like in the original way, even though the song is death metal and has a crawling vocals and so forth. So it's kind of interesting for me to try to combine those two things a little bit.
That's fantastic. It's very strange because, you know, like you start hearing the album without knowing, you know, out of context, and then it just comes this, and it's like, okay, this is more modern, and this is not what I thought it would be. So, well, that's gonna be surprising for, you know, prog fans who find this album just by chance. But apart from the music, you mentioned the drummer. I got here Mikko Pletinen.
Yes, Mikko Pletinen, yeah.
Who are the other musicians? How did you come together?
Well, Mikko is an old friend of mine. He's been playing in a band called MANNHAI with me, a stoner rock band. It's kind of maybe the heaviest band that he's been involved in too. He's more of a like a rock drummer or whatever. He's not a metal drummer from the beginning, but still. That was kind of the idea to not have metal musicians around me. So that was another thing which could make the sound a little bit different on this album. That there are not metal musicians involved that much, but still, yeah. And Peter Salonen, the guitar player, he's a young guy, and I didn't even know him when we started to record the album, and I just found him from YouTube. He was playing Kingston Wall cover. Kingston Wall is a Finnish band, great band, like alternative rock, prog rock band, and from the 90s. And he was doing a cover of that band in YouTube, and I just happened to see it, and I decided to just write to him, and he agreed to join us, and then it really started to roll ahead, the whole thing. And there were my keyboards, demo keyboards, which we used first, but then Kim Rantala and Kasper Mortensen added their stuff there as well. There's both included, like Kim Rantala and Kasper, and also some of my keyboards on the album. So it's kind of a combination of 3 players. And yeah, that's basically it. And then there was Samuli Leminen, who is a blues guitar player. He's playing on a few tracks, like, for example, Shattered Wings. He plays the solo in the middle. That really, like, yeah, non-metal solo or whatever, kind of a weird one. And also Dusk of Wax, the ending solo. And so he's just an old friend as well, and I've been dreaming of doing something with him someday. He's kind of a really great prog rock artist from Finland, but now he's playing blues in Rattlesnake Shakers is the band, and he's not metal musician either. So yeah, that's how it went basically. And then I just wanted to have a vocalist from my musical career so far. I wanted to have Tomi Koivusaari, the original AMORPHIS vocalist, and Tomi Joutsen as well included. And Janitor Muurinen he's from MANNHAI and Xysmo, and he's singing a little bit clean vocals on Coast of the Trout Sailors. And then of course Pete Eskelinen, who is from Rapture and Feasten. He's an old face in the metal scene in Finland, so I've been thinking of having him or doing something with him someday, and now it came to realization. Fortunately, he's a great guy and a great vocalist. And then there's Mikko Kotamäki from Swallow the Sun, and I share a little bit history with him from Barren Earth, for example, and also Jon Aldara from Hanford and Barren Earth. So it was kind of easy to come up with the vocalists because I have something in common with all of them. I've been in the same bands with them, so it was kind of an easy decision to ask those guys to join me.
Okay, since you have all this wide range of people singing, are you considering going on tour or something, or you're just gonna leave the album cook and then see what happens?
Well, let's see. I'm not exactly sure because we are having a kind of a pause with AMORPHIS the next year because we are doing a new album later this year, and we will start touring only on somewhere in the end of 25. So I'm having lots of free time next year, so I hope that we would be able to come up with some shows. And actually, we are planning to do one gig in Helsinki in the early August, and let's see where it goes there. It's hard to say. We already started rehearsing for that gig, so let's see. Hope it's going to be good, and hopefully people will be interested enough to come over and see what it's all about.
I'm sure there will be. And now moving to the art. I know this is a creation of Orion Landa. Is there a meaning to it? How did you come up, or how did he come with this art? Beautiful art.
Yeah, it's excellent art. I just sent him some ideas over. I created some few sketches with AI, artificial intelligence, and I just sent them over. There was like sea monster with kind of with tentacles flying in the sky, and some stars in the sky and sea and stuff like that. So I don't know. There were maybe seven photos, like pictures, and I didn't send him any music, and I didn't reveal what kind of music it is. So so he just did it based on those ideas, and he just sent me the cover, and I think it was immediately there. He didn't need to change anything; it was just there. And then with the layout, he did some pictures to the spreads of the vinyl and so forth. So I think he did a brilliant job with it, and it somehow describes the music, even though it's not like a generic death metal cover or whatever. It's not like even a metal cover. It's something else. It's kind of a psychedelic rock cover or something. It reminds me a little bit of Yes albums or something, but still brought to this day. And so that's how it came out.
Great. Yeah, it's very prog rock. I really like it. I would like it to have it like in a big poster because it's very colorful and groovy, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Last month of April, you were performing in Latin America. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you visited Buenos Aires. How did you find it?
Sorry?
Buenos Aires. How was it?
Yeah. Well, well, it was great to be there. So everything kind of mixes in my head, and we were a little bit ill, the whole band, throughout the tour, and because of the jet lag, it made it a little bit worse. But still, it was the weather was great, and it's always a pleasure to come over there because it's such a different culture, and it's interesting to see different countries. And the audiences are great, like always when we come there. So it's a pleasure to play there, and yeah, it was nice. I have fond memories about it, and that was the second time I was in the Latin America with the guys. So it's really exciting stuff. Yeah.
And do you think, or would you like to come to South America with Octoploid? Do you think there's an opportunity?
Well, definitely, yeah, of course, totally. I would come over with Octoploid, and I hope that could happen someday. Who knows? I have some contacts there, so I don't see why it wouldn't or couldn't happen. So the guys are keen to tour as well. So let's see. I cannot promise anything, but maybe someday it's going to be happening.
That would be fantastic to have you here. And well, finally, famous last words. Please invite your fans to your social media and the places where you can acquire this album. Sorry, I missed Beyond the Aeons from Octoploid.
All right, hey guys, check out Octoploid's Beyond the Aeons from Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, Deezer, or whatever is your digital streaming platform of choice, and even YouTube or whatever. There are a few videos, and actually I'm going to release another one in a few days from the Hollow Flame song. So such this little kind of keep your minds open when you listen to it, and try to to make your own judgment about it, and do not expect anything while starting to listen to it, and give it like 3 spins before judging it. So hope you like it. Anyway.
Okay, check out the new album by Octoploid. Ya saben, Octoploid está en todas las plataformas digitales, ahí lo pueden escuchar. Is there gonna be a physical CD or maybe a long play?
Yeah, definitely. There is a CD, and also is vinyl available, and you can order it from Amazon or whatever. I think, and at least Raging Phoenix Music will have links at their website where you can order it. So,
indeed. Well, thank you very much, Opu. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And thanks for sharing all that information with us. Best of luck with this album. It's a fantastic album. I'm sure you're going to have a great time in Helsinki presenting it live.
Yeah. Hey, thank you very much for the interview.
Hey.
It was...
Peace, man.